Uprooted Theatrical Studios presents.
It's 10 Tips Tuesday.
Hi there, my name is Camille Bostick and I am the associate producer at Orangutan Creative. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the 10 do's and don'ts of the film industry. Okay, so my first one for do is do wear comfortable clothing on set. When I interned back in college, I would sometimes wear jeans on set, and I quickly learned how uncomfortable that can be as a PA. I think that especially on 14-hour shoots, it is so important to be comfortable, whether that means leggings, whether that means jackets, whether that means sweatshirts, whatever obviously is dark clothing, but will make you feel comfortable enough to do your job. I encourage you to dress well and dress comfortably. My second do for you guys would be to learn everybody's name on set. I think that while it's difficult and while it's not gonna happen silence on set! And while this might not happen if you were on a bigger set with a bigger crew, I think it is so important to know who is in what position, who is doing what, and what everybody looks like. While that can be a little bit intimidating, and it definitely took me some time working in the industry to figure it out, I think that it benefits you so much because not only do you know who you're looking for if you have to go in search of somebody, but you have a relationship with this person. If you can walk up to them and call them by their name or introduce yourself to them again, knowing their name, I think that that speaks volumes and it shows that you care. Another do pace yourself on long days. Some days you will be on set for 14 to 15 hours with only a 30-minute lunch break, and that's crazy. That is very, very long. So I think it's super important to take water breaks, to go on a walk and just get outside of set, to sit down and go to the bathroom, to do whatever you need to do whenever is a good time, because you will go crazy if you work for 14 hours straight and don't pace yourself. So, and crews understand that. Crews understand that everybody needs a break, so make sure to take care of yourself, because if you're not taking care of yourself, who's going to take care of the other people, and who's going to take care of you, you know? Do create a enjoyable work environment. What I mean by this is be somebody who people want to hire again. Be somebody that people want to have around, whether that means you going around every 30 minutes and handing out water bottles and making sure everybody's quenched their thirst, or I met a PA a couple weeks ago who would go around all the doorknobs and all the light switches and Lysol them in the state of COVID. I think that's super helpful and super impressive. And be somebody who's, I don't know, who you want to have around. Something my boss once told me that really reigns true is, you know, as director, as producer, you get to hire on the team that you want. My favorite set that I was ever on was just a culmination of all my favorite people that I've gotten to work with. And once you have that team together and you know how each other work and you can create a really cool piece of art together, that's that much more enjoyable, you know? My last do is do have wiggle room in your budget. While budgeting is very overwhelming, and the first time I tried to do it, I got very overwhelmed, I think that it's important to have that wiggle room, you know, be able to make sacrifices, be able to go over or go under or whatever it takes to get the job done, because it will always work out if you do it smartly. And don't be afraid to ask for help with that either. And then for my don'ts, my number one don't for working on a film set is do not be on your phone. That is one of the quickest ways to be not as back to a film set. I know that there are certain sets that I've been on where you have to be on your phone because you're running an errand or you're texting somebody, but if you are in a room and they're rolling, or if you're just on your phone texting, playing a game, it does not look good, it doesn't look professional, and it doesn't look like you're fully invested in the final project or the product. So it's in bad taste. Don't do it. Don't be on your phone. I cannot stress that enough. Another don't be embarrassed if you don't know the answer to something. I just graduated college in May, and there's a lot that I don't know, and sometimes I feel inferior not knowing, and I feel stupid having to ask, especially being on these big film sets. Sometimes I get really insecure and worried, and I feel like I should know the answer to this stuff, but would so much rather ask and know for next time than guess and get it wrong. Don't be unprofessional with talent. Working on set, you will meet celebrities, you will meet big names, and I think the worst thing you could do would be to go up to them and say, hey, huge fan, can I have your autograph? Or, hey, like, what, I don't know, asking personal questions or stuff that takes away from the goal that you're trying to achieve on set. I think that there is a humble and correct way to handle that if there is time and if there is a place, but in general I think it's very unprofessional to ask for a selfie or to ask for an autograph or something like that when they are there for your project and you don't act like you're there for their project. There was this one time I was on set. We were filming a live performance for a singer named Patrick Droney, and there was some downtime where they were in between studio audio, and we were setting up the lights, and we were just kind of waiting for them to fix audio. And he was about to sing a song that I really fell in love with that he released a couple weeks prior, and there was nothing going on. I was just told to sit and wait and do this one job, and so I was able to say, like, hey, I just want you to know, like, this song's really cool and it really meant something to me, and we had like a 2-minute conversation about the song and how cool it was for him. So that's the correct way to do it. Don't sit around. I think especially when you're on bigger film sets, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and just kind of sit back and not do anything, but being proactive, offering to take out the trash or just taking out the trash, always looking like you're doing something will benefit you so many times over. I say quiet on set, nobody gets it. My last don't is don't lose sight of what you want to create. I think that sometimes as a film worker, industry worker, it's easy to get caught up in other people's goals and it's easy to get caught up in other people's wants and dreams, but you know, you have a list of projects too that you wanna work on, so make time for yourself and don't always feel like you have to do other people's work. You know, do stuff that makes you happy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you giving me time to speak and listening to what I have to say about the film industry. It's honestly the best job in the world and I've loved every second of it. Happy holidays and thanks for watching.